Hi guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. It's not a date or time specific reading whenever you come upon it. If it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. But do recall that these are general readings, not private readings, so they may not resonate for everyone. Always best to just take what speaks to you, leave the rest. And speaking of private readings, I am now offering them. There is a link in the description box below. You do have to scroll a little bit. That will take you to my booking page where you can read all about it. I think I have one spot open right now. They've been very popular and I've been enjoying it greatly. So maybe I'll get to read for you soon. All right, this whole series of readings is dedicated to Venus having moved into Leo. Normally, it's not that big of a transit. She's in a sign for 3 to 3.5 weeks and she moves on. She's going to be in Leo for 4 months because she's having her retrograde there. Okay, so for those of you who are natal chart savvy, you want to find where 12 to 28 degrees of Leo falls in your chart. So you're looking on the outside wheel for the house. Doesn't matter if you have planets or points there. We're just looking for those degrees of Leo and what house it falls in. It could be more than one if you use Placidus as your house system. Because 12 degrees is where she's going to begin her pre-shadow phase. She's going to get to 28 degrees. She's going to turn around, go back over that material, turn around again direct, and go back over it a third time. It's like a 3-act play. That first act, that pre-shadow, is pretty important. Because it's giving you all the clues, like the preview of what's to come when she's retrograde. Okay, so especially in matters of the heart, and for some of you in matters of finances, money. She rules Taurus as well as Libra. Taurus is the second house, it's a money house. Okay, so for some of you it could be an interesting time. Okay, let me pull a card to activate the reading from Sacred Traveler. Here we go. Infinite abundance. Now that I just talked about money for Capricorn, infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Put it in the comments. I claim it. Claim it. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. And abundance isn't just money, of course. It's feels more a Wheel of Fortune, Jupiter-esque, but yeah, there could be some nice things coming your way. I like that thought, so let's go with that. Here we go. I'm going to pull the spread. It's a modified Celtic cross. I'll give you my impressions, then we'll clarify as needed. Please note, it is lawn day here, guys. I have no control over that. I hear the mowers down the block. They'll be coming by, and when they do, if I stop talking, it's only because I can't hear a thing. I'll talk once they pass. Ooh, we open up the reading with the Emperor. What's crossing the Emperor is Capricorn energy, Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so we've got a challenge. There's the Queen of Wands, 2 of Swords, Queen of Swords. We have 3 queens out. King of Pentacles now. Wow, the Fool, Page of Wands, 5 of Cups. So I feel there's something from the past here where there may either be regrets or some sense of loss, grief, sadness of something that kind of fell through or that you feel was lost to you. Whether it's someone holding on to some regrets or mistakes of the past or reflecting on a loss from the past, I feel that's going to be resolved because everything else looks pretty darn positive. So we're just going to hold that thought. But for now, we've got this Queen of Pentacles crossing the Emperor. So you're coming into the reading with all the energy focused on divine masculine, and the challenge has to potentially do with life partnership. I see the Queen of Pentacles, and here in the future we have the King. I see them as feminine and masculine archetypes of life partners here in 3D, or at least kind of in it together, you know, committed. Doesn't necessarily mean married, but some people see the King and Queen of Pentacles as a husband-wife energy. Now, in unconscious awareness, we have the Queen of Wands. Feels to me like there may be some issue with a sense of personal power. I'm only saying that because I see that Five of Cups, and that's what I think is being resolved. In the past, Two of Swords, there was an important decision that had to be made. In your conscious awareness right now, Queen of Swords, this is you kind of coming in pretty practical. Like, I've got some questions. My hands extended. I come in peace. I have no hidden agenda. I'm a truth seeker. I'm a truth teller. I'm just going to lay it out. And what I want is some honesty. And then in the future, King of Pentacles. We'll see if this is your Emperor showing up for you in 3D. Spirit's message to you is you're going to have to assess the risk, take a leap. The hidden energy of your person here is the Page of Wands. That feels like they're preparing to send you some kind of message or reignite something. It feels like a little bit of a fire starter, like a strike of the match. I have a hair sticking in my mouth. And then, as I said, I do feel we're resolving some disappointment from the past. But let's see what comes through. Emperor and the Queen of Pentacles, please. Yes. There's definitely some heartache. You don't have the answers, which is why you're coming through with Queen of Swords in your conscious awareness, because this is underneath. For those of you who are new, welcome. Pulling from the bottom of the deck is something I do to tap into unconscious awareness or something playing out behind the scenes. I feel that whoever you are watching, you probably identify here as this Queen of Pentacles, whether you're the Capricorn or not, doesn't matter. And there's been something that has been painful, has created some heartache, some longing, maybe even heartbreak for some of you, and you've been super patient. This Seven of Pentacles is like, I'm still sitting with this heart heaviness, and I'm waiting for things to unfold organically, right? Like, I'm waiting for something to kind of happen, and you know that it takes its own, natural time. So the Page of Swords underneath is your curiosity. Like, I don't know if I'm going to get this clarity. I don't know if I'm going to get a message. I don't know what this person is up to. The Page of Swords is the spire detective of the tarot. So you may be curious about checking up, like if you know people in common, asking about this person, or checking on their social media. It's got that flavor to it because things have been sort of rolling along over time. And you may not know where things stand or where this person stands. Okay, so let's look at the Queen of Wands. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. Yeah, I think you've been feeling rather disempowered and not happily so. Unhappy, feeling the emotional distance, energies of rejection. Feel you're coming through pretty guarded here because there's separation and no communication, or very little communication. So I'm seeing this as you and your beloved are in some form of separation or no communication at present, which is very, is hurting you. It's weighing on your heart. I'm seeing the patience, but I'm also seeing your confidence having taken a hit. And you may not be feeling very empowered in the situation, and it's shutting you down a bit. Four of Pentacles, Four of Cups. So let's see the Two of Swords in the past. There's the Five of Cups. There's the Queen of Wands again in the Chariot. I do feel you may have to make a decision to move on, or you needed clarity around whatever it is that fell through with this person. Two of Swords gives me a little bit of two flavors here. First of all, it's a crossroads card. It's like, I've reached this moment. I need to go within and get clear on an important decision, right? It's like a turning point kind of an energy. The other thing is it's just a need for clarity. And because I see the Page of Swords and the Queen of Swords, I'm feeling that that's probably a little bit more of what's coming through, clarity around this disappointment, this energy of, but I feel so much for this person. And then you start to kind of question your ability to assert yourself in the situation, to hold firm for what you desire. That Queen of Wands is usually very powerful, a force of nature. And I'm feeling like on some level, the only decision you could make was to move on. The Chariot is either moving toward or away from something to serve the highest good. So I feel like there was something that was very disappointing, and you may have had no choice because you didn't have the clarity around what was happening. So that's why I'm getting the disempowered energy, Queen of Wands in reverse. Let's see the Queen of Swords. Right? Question is fair. Are we or are we not? Soulmates, a couple. I feel you're the love of my life. I'm feeling that question coming through, almost as if this is the conversation you would have if one was to take place. This is where I thought we were headed. Can we close out this old cycle, this painful, here comes the edger, by the way, this painful cycle? Can we close that out and begin fresh and new? It is feeling to me like you have a lot of unanswered questions, even though you had no choice in how things unfolded. It feels like you have unanswered questions that aren't going to allow you to move on until you get them answered. Hold on. It'll take him a minute to pass. Oh, Lord. They always stop, like right... right out behind me. Okay, so I'll move on. King of Pentacles. Tower. Four of Wands. Page of Wands. Wow. All right, I think something unexpected is coming in. I'm going to continue to move forward with the tower. The tower is not always about something falling apart. It usually talks about something that's not sustainable, but it can also bring in an element of shock and awe, something that you didn't expect. And I feel it's coming from this person, this Emperor, who is showing up in the future, and we'll know more when we get to the Page of Wands, with some kind of news that might be surprising. Now, maybe the news makes the whole thing unsustainable. I'm not sure about that, because I see Spirit's talking to you about the Fool, and we'll look at that Five of Cups going forward. So I'm just going to put a pin in it for now, because it can go a couple different ways based on the rest of the spread. The Fool is your message from Spirit. Ten of Swords. Right, you could get hurt here. Spirit's saying, assess the risk, because you could get hurt. Ten of Swords references a painful ending, but to me, it's also completion. So this is the moment that it's either going to progress or it's going to be DOA. So Spirit's letting you know you have a decision to make, just like you had in the past, and you felt disempowered for some reason. Spirit's saying, assess the risk and be prepared to continue on a solitary journey, and that decision is up to you. But I feel like you're being asked to look before you leap. And the Page of Wands in the hidden energies from this person. Wow. I'm going to pull for the Five of Cups first, because that Seven of Swords has a couple different places it could go. Oh, beautiful. Okay. So I did that for a reason, and let me show you why. In tarot, as you know, I like to tell you a story. I do like to move through all the cards. I do like to let you see what's happening here. And all cards have upright and reversed interpretations. Reverse doesn't necessarily mean the opposite of the upright. Sometimes it's just a variation on a theme. But overall, when you do a tarot reading, if the vast majority of the reading is good, one card cannot bring the whole reading down. It just doesn't work that way, with the exception of the Tower. So the Tower can mean everything changes on a dime. And I do see that. And I think it's going to be shocking, but I don't think it's going to be bad. I think you can't see it coming, but you're seeing it here. And so Spirit's telling you, you're going to have to assess realities on the ground and make this decision. Because, yeah, it could go either way. So when I pulled for your person here, the hidden energies, I got this beautiful message, Page of Wands, which we know comes here, the Six of Cups and the Six of Pentacles. And then I see the Four of Wands and the King and the Queen. And I'm saying, holy crap, they're coming in with this news that they want partnership with you. Past life soulmate, one true love, right? Beginning of life partnership. The Page of Wands underneath is that message coming through or preparing to come through that I feel is going to surprise you. And then I get the Seven of Swords. So I wanted to see what's happening with the Five of Cups, because to me, it's about regret. Whoever this person is, your Emperor, King of Pentacles, has some regrets. And you have some sadness, grief, and loss around it, which has left you feeling very disempowered, which is not your comfort zone, especially not if you're here as the Capricorn. So this is the opportunity to overcome that obstacle, to overcome what went off the rails in the past, to begin again. There's the same energy as the World card, new beginning, and it will be worth the risk. Okay? So this is the outcome position. So what does that tell me about the Seven of Swords? That this person tends to avoid dealing with things directly. This can be a card of avoidance. It's not always about lying, cheating. Sometimes we lie by omission of fact. That's Seven of Swords. Sometimes we tell somebody, remember swords is thoughts, perceptions, but also speech, communication. Sometimes we tell people what they want to hear and we go do the opposite, Seven of Swords. Yeah, sometimes we're scam artists, Seven of Swords. Sometimes we're a liar, cheater, stealer, Seven of Swords. But nothing else happening in this reading is pointing to that. So because it's coming from unconscious awareness or behind the scenes, I feel like this person really wants to reach out with this lighthearted, uplifted, passionate message to let you know they really want to be in it for the long haul, but they kind of avoid the direct communication. Thank you for your patience. So that's why I did the exercise of pulling for the outcome first, because I didn't want to mess up with the Seven of Swords since it could go in 100 different directions. But I do feel like this person is kind of like trying to escape some kind of fallout. They're trying to kind of avoid some kind of dealing with something directly, maybe taking some measure of accountability. I don't see the judgment, the Justice card here, but I'm feeling her. And by the way, Justice is Libra, and so is the Queen of Swords. So I feel they know that this energy is where you're at right now, that you have unanswered questions and that they're going to need to explain themselves. And they may not want to go to that depth. They may be trying to avoid that. The Page of Wands, so we're clear, is very lighthearted, flirtatious, doesn't take itself too seriously, is, you know, up for the excitement and the passion, but doesn't deal well in absolutes and confrontations, and anything that feels like punishment. Page of Wands, not available for that. So I feel the fact that the Page of Wands is the hidden energy card is explaining that while this is the energy that they're feeling is giving you some good news, whether you see it that way or not, about their desire for this beautiful connection, they may be kind of avoiding your disapproving outlook and maybe some kind of coldness, which can come from the Queen of Swords if she's in a mood. So that's why I did that, because I wanted to be sure I saw what's coming down the pike. And what's coming down the pike is it may very well be worth the risk. Spirit's saying you don't know what you can get. It's a crapshoot here. So look before you leap, but should you leap, I feel like the outcome looks pretty good. And this person may be desiring to overcome the regrets of the past, the mistakes, and whatever it is that hurt you and left you feeling very disempowered. Okay, so that's what I have for you right now. Let me tell you the astrology. Before I do that, there's a link in the description box in the first sentence that will take you to the extended, which is going to be from this Emperor, King of Pentacles point of view. How are they showing up in the reading? How do they see the situation right now as it's unfolding? I'm getting a flavor here, but we'll get into the weeds of it. How do they see you, think about you, or feel about you at this moment? What are their intentions toward you and the connection going forward? And I'll pull another card from Spirit to give you some more guidance on all those energies that come through. Okay, and I'll close out with some oracles. So that being said, we have the Emperor, which is Aries. The Queen of Pentacles is Capricorn. That little Page of Swords comes out twice. Yes? No? Page of Swords once. My bad. Oh, it's a Page of Wands. Page of Swords is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Queen of Wands is out twice. That's more Aries energy. High Priestess is Pisces. We've got the Chariot is Cancerian energy. Queen of Swords, as I said, is Libra. The World is actually Saturn, which is for Aquarius and Capricorn. Used to rule Aquarius, by the way. King of Pentacles is Taurus. The Tower is Mars, which rules Aries. And our Page of Wands came out twice. That is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. A lot of Aries energy in this reading. If you have Aries in your chart or your person does, that's extra added confirmation for you. We have the Fool twice, which is the planet Uranus. Expect the unexpected, and that rules Aquarius. We've got Virgo here in this Hermit. Leo in the Strength card. And that's what we've got for you guys. Interesting reading. I feel there's a plot twist with this Tower. Feels like you're not going to see it coming. It might, rock your world a bit, but it's not bringing it to the ground. I think that's important for you to know. It's almost like this person shows up for you and says, yeah, I want what you want. And you're kind of like, what? Wait a minute. What? And so don't be surprised if you're surprised. Okay, that's what I've got. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there in a second. Bye for now.